It's the Normies, and holy shit, is this the red couch?
What?
Yes, it is. We are back, sort of. We're still social distancing, as you can tell by the framing, but the couch is back. We're, it feels a little normal. And Vinland Saga, bringing us back to, well, kind of Marquetta's in a chair.
But I like my spot, bro.
Actually, not in your spot. I wish I was over here hugging this.
And your spot is like...
like this?
I can't sit like that anymore. I can't sit like that anymore.
This is probably what caused it.
I can't sit like that anymore, guys. I have back issues. I have to like be fucking upright and shit.
But we are back. Whoops, let me take them. Yeah, we're back. Vinland Saga, Season 1, Episode 10, Ragnarok.
Ragnarok!
Which, Pat, Ragnarok means like, it's like the Vikings apocalypse. It's like, Ragnarok is the name they gave to their version of
So it's a god?
No, Ragnarok is
the cop.
It's an event.
It means apocalypse, basically. It's like their name for
it's also a cool sword in Final Fantasy.
Yeah, and there's a lot of lore behind it, but basically it's just a giant shit show between all their gods and stuff.
It happened in Thor, right?
Hold up, so there's multiple gods? I thought there was only one god.
What?
No, there's Odin, Thor, Loki.
Yeah, they're gods.
I thought they were like princesses.
No.
I mean,
the Viking gods are kind of like
it's like Greek mythology.
They're like kind of like Greek mythology.
Yeah.
But like the Norse gods are different. They have the same kind of similarities as the Viking gods. I mean, as the Greek gods. But not sort of. Like Odin would be like close to like I would say like Zeus.
Yeah, Odin is like the All-Father.
He's the All-Father.
There's it's deep lore. I'm sure they'll maybe get into it a little bit, but basically
Thor is in there, man. Loki,
but basically,
they're actual Greek,
Yeah, so I'm just expecting a shit show here because that's what's essentially what I mean. If it's Ragnarok, then it's got to be something big and epic coming. But yeah. Before we jump into it,
what was the last time we saw again? Or what was it about?
Thorkel.
And Thorkel is like, I think he's about to play a huge part.
Thorkel is big.
The way he just came in and came out, like he's gonna play.
Thorfinn got fucked up, and
And Thorkel, remember, he's a Viking working for the English army.
He was the big dude on the bridge.
Yeah.
He was the big ass.
Oh yeah, that dude with the headband.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So like these Vikings can be bought, bro. Like you can he's not really bought. He's more of like he wants a challenge. He's like, nah, fuck it. I just want it for whatever.
Yeah, he wasn't bought. He was just like, nah.
But in a weird, I mean, what I'm trying to say is these Vikings, they don't stay at the sides of the Vikings all the time. They do what they want to do.
They're mercenaries.
They do what they want.
Yeah.
They're bought.
I don't know, bro.
No. I mean, some, but no. But yes.
They just live their best life.
They were just living their best lives. War was a big part of their culture. They just like to get high and fight.
Literally.
But anyways, let's get into it. Remember, this is not a market substitute. Please watch this on your own time, which is on Amazon Prime. Support the official release. It's on there. If we want more seasons and more goodness to come out, you got to support the official release. And then you can come back and join us for our reactions and reviews and our juicy discussions afterwards. That's and if you want to get ahead on these episodes, check out our Patreon. It's all on there, along with lots of other cool stuff for you to check out. You can support us there if you'd like, and that helps us grow our channel and do lots of cool things for you guys, like our podcast, our cooking show, our skit game is very, very strong right now. So yeah, we're doing lots of cool things for you guys. Comment, subscribe, and hit the like button because that's the best thing you can do for us for free. 99. Let's get into it.
It's like Leonidas and his 300 men, dude, going against Xerxes, but it's like,
but they're just marching in like no plan, like they don't have.
dude, I think Askellad has a plan. I think we should not count Askellad out. I think he has a plan going on.
I don't know, bro.
There's just
I don't think so. What like to have? He just found out about it. He was just like, if I kill this guy,
look, he's kind of close last time.
Dude, it's not even that, dude. These guys are sneaky, covert little bastards. They're good at game planning, man. They came in that last little battle. They carried the ship in, took all the riches, and
yes, but also like his plan last episode was to send Thorfinn in, and when that didn't work out, he was like, oh, well, let's get out of here.
Okay,
but I bet you learned from that lesson. I bet it was like a test. Like it was like.
I bet it wasn't just that. Okay, look.
Maybe he'll formulate a plan. I mean, like he doesn't currently have a plan. Is what I'm saying. Like he literally just found out about this. Like,
well, there was also that big like foreshadowing where he's like acknowledging his age and getting old. Yeah. I think that I'm not trying to sound sexist, but I feel like men have this thing where as they grow in age, they think that like the end of the world is coming. I have several older gentlemen in my family who think that way, as well as Chris's family. And so I'm just starting to see it as a trend, and I just feel like
because I think the end of the world is coming.
I feel like literally he's like if my existence fades, then everything else fades with me. You know what I mean? He's kind of like. I'm trying to be shitty and go out with a bang, and I don't care about other people.
I just want to say something else. Say something right now. This whole idea that the world's gonna end and we should stop having it, because that's what they always said. Think about it. These Vikings 20 years ago, they were like, "Oh, it's gonna end in 20 years, Judgment Day." Like it's always like that in every form of history. Humanity, we seem to stick together.
But okay, no. Humanity goes on, but civilizations end.
That's true.
No, that is true.
It was the end of the Vikings at some like their respective world ended. The Romans the Romans respective world ended. So like
their empires ended, but
and like he's saying, in 20 years, Ragnarok is coming, and we're going to defeat the Saxons, and obviously we know how that turned out, in history. So,
well, how did it turn out?
I mean, the Vikings were wiped out or integrated with Saxon culture. All right, I like that episode a lot.
It was a slow one.
It was a little slower.
Yeah, I would say this one. They went a lot from the history. They did a lot of going back and forth between. Thorfinn and his dad and that scene and his vision. I mean, I know that was very, very necessary, obviously, but a little back and forth on that one.
Yeah, it was. But it was. I am curious to see where his village is at currently, because him having the dream that it was under attack. I wonder if like it has been, because like that village was very. Pacifist, like there's no warriors there, so if they do get attacked, they're fucked.
I personally think that he saw his village under attack in that dream just because he himself attacked a lot of villages, and so like he was kind of like guilt projecting onto what I did to other people is something somebody could have done to my people.
Right.
Yes. Agreed. 100%. 100%.
It's like it's sad what he's going through, and I think that he's like leaning towards like more and more like to the fact that his like quest for revenge is futile and kind of pointless.
I feel like
it makes his It makes his whole like last 10 episodes of all the carnage that he caused, it makes it meaningless if he doesn't follow through with the revenge. But now I don't think he wants it anymore.
Well, see, I think that's the thing. Is like him going, like what he wasted 10 years now?
Yeah,
10 years, all that trade.
I don't think he wasted.
Well, I mean,
he got a lot of
the amount of time.
Well, he went through all that. He stayed with Askellad for all this long, took all that shit, and all like we got away from his family. Never researched that. And then all of a sudden, like now, you'd be like, all right, fuck revenge. I want to go back to like you could easily kill him right now, and then go do that too.
Yeah, but he wants to kill him with the honorable.
He wants to put him in a
but you
duel.
ask him to a duel and kill him.
Well, he has been.
And Askellad is.
Well, then see, here's
Askellad is just like.
Well, then at this point, it's like that. Like you already sacrificed so much. Like you either kill this motherfucker and move on, or
he is.
Like you sacrifice so much to not kill him. That's the thing. Like you have to kill him.
What is that fallacy called? What's that fallacy called? When you're like
sunk cost.
Sunk cost. Yeah. Yeah. Thorfinn is dealing with sunk costs.
Yeah, he is. He's got to kill him. Otherwise, that was
I agree too.
Well, it's a fallacy for a reason. Though.
I think this all goes back.
But he wasted so much.
But this all goes back to what. Okay, first of all, what that whole conversation that like Thorfinn was having with Askellad was great, but I kind of was trying to figure out where he was going with it, and I think what he was trying to say is that you will kill me, because he's like, as you grow and get better, I'm gonna grow and get older. So I don't know what he means by that. Does he mean that it's going to be a consistent like fight to get me until I die old, and that's how you're going to beat me?
And if I was Thorfinn, I'd be like, fuck that. I want to beat you at your prime.
Exactly.
Otherwise, what's the point?
Exactly. But maybe he's trying to say your prime is going to be when I'm at my oldest.
Well, then that's bullshit, because I want you to fight you right. Well, then I would expect fights right now.
He's trying. He's trying. He can't beat him. You know what I mean? And Thorfinn is still not at his prime.
He can't beat him, and he either can't beat him or can't get him to duel.
Or he just can't, he just needs to get gritty, street rules, bro.
He ain't gonna do it though.
Street rules.
He might though. I mean, it is crazy though, because that's a good point, because he's wanting this duel in an honorable manner, but he's doing very dishonorable things to get it. Like when he's attacking a village, the rules are out the window, and he's doing whatever the fuck he needs to do to get it done. Yeah. But the honor comes in for this duel, so it is a very stark contrast with where his honor lies when it. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like.
I think that he's just starting to realize that, because when this whole thing started, he was a little kid. Like, he hasn't developed any morals or anything.
Yeah. I mean, this is his formative years.
Yeah.
It's getting good. It's really good. I did not expect Canute to just shit the bed.
That person isn't that person in the intro?
Canute?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Like that, I figured this motherfucker would have like a bigger role and not get whooped like that.
I thought he was a girl in the first place.
I thought it was a girl. I thought it was a sister.
Well, it's the ambiguous anime character that's always in every anime, but it's I get that they weren't, because Thorkel just attacked them. They got off the bridge, so that was a bit of a surprise. Even though they had a lot of water, I feel like they should have seen them coming. There shouldn't have been a complete surprise. But anyways, they couldn't prepare for that. I get that, but then what are you doing? Canute is just he was just praying there for a day. What are you doing? I didn't expect him to get captured. I thought he would at least
I thought he was gonna do some badass shit at that point.
It definitely subverted my expectations, because it was he's got 4,000 men and the stakes are high. He's probably gonna do something really cool. And it's no, they just died. And that's more accurate, because they stood no chance. So it's accurate in that sense.
Stood no chance to a one-man army.
Right.
I don't know.
Thorkel is straight up
bro.
He's a hammer.
He is a catapult. He's everything.
He's like bringing a gun to that fight. You feel me?
Do you think Thorfinn's dad could have beat him?
Oh God.
They had a one-on-one.
I don't know, man. Maybe I think he probably could. Yeah, I think so. I think Thor's was that dude. I think Thor's was literally that dude.
He's the tank sponge.
Yeah, he was the guy that probably could take him out easily.
He plays support in Overwatch.
Yeah,
he's the tank in Overwatch. Anyways, anything else? I think that's all the things for this one.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. We shall move on to the next one. If you want to see it now, YouTube, I'm talking to you. If you want to see it now, go check out our Patreon. If not, we'll see you next week. Peace.
Hashtag not my Ragnarok. Bye.
What?
Hashtag not my Ragnarok. Bye.
Thanks for watching Vinland Saga with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Special shout out to Aaron, Desiree, Eleanor, Exploring Dylan, I Eat Pink Tacos, Joe, Jules, Light, Yagami, Michael, Nick, Puvy, Quentin, Ricky, Ruby Tiger, Bystander, Tristan, Keyboard Junkie, the NYR Fan, and ZJP, and we'll see you all next time.